I am Brandon Pierpont. We're, as Joe mentioned, also with Clean Up Kennedy.
And my name is Ariel Landry, and we're here today. We wanted to thank Officer Perry for his service since he is the Officer of the Month, and we definitely need more officers like him out through TPD working to help clean up Kennedy. And we know that members of the council have spoken with Mark Douglas with WFLA and have been urged to take responsibility for this action, and we're here to encourage the City Council to make sure that this issue is on the agenda, to make sure that change is made on Kennedy Boulevard, to make sure that sex trafficking and forced prostitution does not happen in the City of Tampa. With the Super Bowl coming up in 5 years, we don't want the City of Tampa's legacy to be one that perpetuates the cycle of sex trafficking and prostitution. And we believe that the City Council can make a huge difference in this area, and we know that certain members of the City Council have taken responsibility for the problem, and we encourage you to take responsibility to be part of the solution and make your legacy one that stops this travesty that is happening in our city, and to make your legacy one that is remembered through the City of Tampa.
I've spoken with multiple police officers, and myself actually am applying to be a reserve officer with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office.
This doesn't belong here.
And the brothels, I understand the complexity of the situation. I've spoken with multiple detectives about it. It's something that I know is nationwide and is all over Florida and is a travesty and is all over Tampa. But I think we have to start somewhere, and I think that the flagrant massage parlors down Kennedy Boulevard is offensive at best, is almost comical at worst. It's a travesty that you drive down Kennedy and you see these things open at 11 p.m. and everybody with any sense knows that that's not a legitimate place. I think it's insulting. And I know that the way to catch the people who are actually responsible for this is much more complicated than some sort of smash and grab situation. I know that they know how to work the laws, that they make detectives do things that they would be unable to do in order to catch them in the act. And ultimately, the people at these locations are not the ones perpetuating the crime. They're oftentimes the victims, and they're honestly our biggest concern. My concern, I will be honest with you, is not the prostitution. I don't agree with prostitution. That's not my concern. My concern is the human trafficking aspect. My concern is the fact that when these people enter sex trafficking, their average life expectancy is 7 years, and they're likely to die of homicide or AIDS. And the fact that we as a city are allowing that to occur flagrantly in our face and not taking action against it. I know it's complicated. I know it's difficult. I just want it to be a priority and something that we're addressing. Thank you.
I'm sorry, before you go, did each of you give your name and address?
We did. Yes, I'm Brandon Pierpont. This is Ariel Landry.
I missed it. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. Okay, let me, since we started this, if anyone else wants to